If you play tug with your dog, eventually you're going to get bit by your own dog. It's an inevitable consequence of playing tug. While the dog is learning the mechanics and while you are learning the mechanics, there are going to be errors and you're going to get bit in the fingers and the hands while you're learning it. There is a way to handle this that's appropriate. It's important when the dog is first learning to play tug that we don't place too many rules on that behavior. So if I'm starting with a young dog and the dog accidentally misses the toy and gets my hand, then I'm not going to do anything about it. Basically, that was a mistake. I try to hold the toy differently, I try to make better presentations, I try to be clearer, and we work our way through. As we progress in the work, and my dog gets more intense about the tugging, at that point, I start to make rules. I start to say, you have to wait until I tell you you can access the toy. I show you how you're going to bite it. And at that point, if the dog accidentally bites me, then I'm going to tell them no and stop playing with them for a second, and then show them the tug and let them bite the tug again. So the important part is that once my dog is fairly vigorously playing tug, and I start to instigate the rules, that as long as I'm being fair, meaning I'm making clear presentations for my dog, then if the dog bites me, when I gave the dog a very clear presentation, then I'm going to stop playing, tell the dog no for biting me, and then show the dog how to bite the toy again. Now, the important part here is the clear presentations on your part. Many people are making presentations like this. As I said before, I showed you in the early stages, people are holding the toy and they're going to give the toy to the dog and they're doing this motion. If you do that, you are inevitably going to get bit in this hand. The toy is here, the dog goes for it, you step like this, you gave the dog your hand. If my dog bites me there, it's my fault. It's the same thing as if I take the toy like this and make it jump straight sideways. This is another classic problem that people do. They hold the toy like this and they go like that when they give it to the dog. So the dog starts to see the toy moving, they go for it, by the time they get to it, you've moved it over and your hand's in their way, so you get bit there. That's your fault, not the dog's. But as we progress, there'll be points where I give the dog a clear presentation and he bites me in the hand. He either anticipated the tug moving to the side, or he was deliberately, some dogs try to bite you in the hands to get you to drop the toy. There's a whole host of things that can happen here. At that point, if the dog hits me, immediately upon hitting me, I say no, and I stop the toy moving, and we take a break, a timeout, like I'm not playing with you. Then I show them the toy again, where I want them to bite, and I give them a bite on the toy. And I make it, my hands are off limits. And it's important as you progress. Be careful in the early stages about telling the dog no for biting you in the very young stages, because what happens is if the dog is trying to get the toy, they accidentally get you, you tell them no, they associate the no with the actual playing, and you'll make your dog stop playing tug with you. So we're always playing a balance between the dog's desire for the game and the rules we place on the game. And it's the same with everything. I don't start outing my dog off the toy until the dog is biting the toy with energy. I don't start chastising my dog for biting my hands until the dog is playing with energy. Because if I do it too early in that process, I'm going to kill drive.